Okie dokies, we're live. Come on. I know I'm late for streaming, but come on, let me stream. YouTube's working at least. I know I'm late for streaming. I need to set a timer for today as well. Don't go over. 2 hours, 10 minutes. That's what we get. Sorry guys, just trying to get the Twitter output working. One sec. Way to delete broadcast there. delete it and do it again. So I'll stop the Twitter feed. Times it now. We'll say start today at 8:30. So 20:30 and end at 10:30. We'll say 11 just in case it creeps over. Okay. Right. I start the Twitter feed now. Let's see if it picks it up. I don't think Twitter Live likes you sort of like starting the stream before you sort of like designate your time. Just try it though. Nope. Right, we'll just do with some intro bits while go live. Stream still up. Yeah, everything's still there. Good. Right. It's just Twitter's not playing ball yet. That's fine. 1:30 we'll hit the button and we'll see what it's doing. So let's get started. Okie dokies. So, so welcome peeps. We're going to be doing Advent of Code, and I've never done Advent of Code before. First time doing it. I know roughly just anyway because like I've seen people like tackle Advent of Code before. I've never tackled it. At least not start to finish. I might have done like a day here and there and stuff in the past and stuff, but really never kind of like done it. And I want to do it this year. I know that it gets brutally hard. And I'm not going to try attempt to do it in like multiple languages and stuff like that. I'm just going to attempt doing it. So we're going to start from day 1 to 10, and the first puzzle of the day is going to be figuring out how does Advent of Code work, because I've never done it before. So I imagine we have to like log in. So I'll use a GitHub for this, and I'm probably gonna have to turn you away for this bit. It's just asking me what I want to be called, so I'm going to pick that. And I think that is it. I think. Okie dokes. I think I can share screen again. In fact, is it past? Yeah, almost past. So I'm just going to do a brief, just going to do a brief read through of Advent of Code. So I'm just going to read the about page while I wait for Twitter to sort of catch up on time, and then we're thinking stuff. I'm going to just do this in JavaScript. I'll probably just use Node to run it. However, we set it up and stuff, I'm not sure yet. So we'll just read the about description a little bit. Hi, I'm Eric Wastel. I make Advent of Code. I hope you like it. I also make lots of other things. I'm on Blue Sky, Mastodon, GitHub, and Twitter. Advent of Code is an advent calendar of small programming puzzles for a variety of skill levels that can be solved in any programming language you like. People use them as interview prep, company training, university coursework, practice problems, a speed contest, or to challenge each other. You don't need a computer science background to participate, just a little programming knowledge and some problem solving skills. You will get pretty far. Nor do you need a fancy computer. Every problem has a solution that completes in at most 15 seconds on 10-year-old hardware. If you'd like to support Advent Code, you can go direct. You can do so indirectly by helping to share on these. Share it with others or directly with Advent Code++. General tips: if you get stuck, try a solution against examples given in the puzzle. You should get the same answers. If not, reread the description. Did you misunderstand something? Is your program doing something you don't expect? After the examples work, if your answer still isn't correct, build some test cases for which you can verify the answer by hand and see if those work with your program. Make sure you have entered the entire puzzle input. If you're still stuck, maybe ask a friend for help or come back to the puzzle later. You can also ask for hints in the subreddit. Frequently asked questions: is there an easy way to select entire code blocks? You should be able to triple click code blocks to select them. Yeah, you'll need JavaScript enabled to select this. How does the authentication work? That's fine, blah 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 blah. I don't really care about that. Why is this puzzle easy or hard? Yeah, I've talked about this before and stuff, is that the difficulty and the subject matter varies throughout each event. Very generally, the puzzles get more difficult over time, but your specific skill set will make each puzzle significantly easier or harder for you than someone else. Making puzzles is tricky. Why do puzzles unlock at midnight? Yeah, we don't really care about that. It's about race. I find the text on the site hard to read. Is the high contrast mode? Yeah. Puzzle ideas. Can I stream my solution? Okay. It says, please try avoid giving away solutions while people are competing. Well, we're not doing that. We're playing catch up, so it's fine. If a puzzle's global daily leaderboard isn't full yet, and you're likely to get points, please wait to stream and post your solution. Can I use AI to get the global leaderboard? I copy, redistribute part of. Good, yeah. All that sort of stuff. Settings, I don't think this really matters. I don't really show you that. Stats. Here are the current completion statistics for each day. Gold indicates users completed both parts of the puzzle, while silver indicates users completed only first half. Each star or silver star represents up to 5,588 users. So a lot of people start off and a lot of people drop off. So, in fact, let me get Twitter back online now that it's gone past. Oops. Yep, Twitter's live. Just waiting for the catch up so I can see my reaction. Okie dokies. And I think based on this, I think we're going to need to make a GitHub repo, because I don't think it kind of gives you something to to put into. So we'll make one. So advent of code 2024. My attempts completing then I'm just gonna, how do you turn this into a thingy space? I should just I don't know how to do that. I thought I know how to do that. Mkdir 1, 2. Well, we'll make the directories as we go along, because we don't know how close we're going to get with this. I'm just going to do this on the browser, it's just easier. Studious Engine, yeah. Let's see, so a note watch. Okay, nope, this will work. So, day 1. Take a deep breath. Here we go. I might even have to move this over a little bit, because I don't think you guys can see this very well, can you? with my big noggin in the way. I'll have to have some different format layouts like for thingy and stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'll just read it. You'll be able to see it. Answer key puzzle thing and stuff. So you know what? Now you'll be able to see it. A little bit of a squish. It's okay. There we go. Right, so let's get to it. Day 1, Historian Hysteria. So, the chief historian is always present. The chief historian is always present for the big Christmas sleigh launch, but nobody has seen him in months. Last anyone heard, he was visiting locations that are historically significant to the North Pole. A group of senior historians has asked you to accompany them as they check the places they think he was most likely to visit. As each location is checked, they will mark it on their list with a star. Is that clickable? No, just highlight. They figure the chief historian must be in one of the first 50 places they'll look. So make a note about first 50. So in order to save Christmas, you need to help them get 50 stars on their list before Santa takes off on December 25th. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Oh, right, okay, this is the intro to the whole thing. Right, I thought this was the puzzle. You haven't even left yet, and the group of elvish senior historians has already hit a problem. Their list of locations to check is currently empty. Eventually, someone decides that the best place to check would be the chief historian's office. Upon pouring into the office, everyone confirms that the chief historian is indeed nowhere to be found. Instead, the elves discover an assortment of notes and lists of historically significant locations. This seems to be the planning the chief historian was doing before he left. Perhaps these notes can be used to determine which locations to search. Throughout the chief historian's office, the historically significant locations are listed not by name, but by a unique number called the location ID. Ooh. To make sure they don't miss anything, the historians split into 2 groups, each searching the office and trying to create their own complete list of location IDs. There's just one problem. By holding the 2 lists up side by side, your puzzle input, it quickly becomes clear that the lists aren't very similar. Maybe you can help the historians reconcile their lists. So, for example, one list has like 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 3. One has 4. The other side has 4, 3, 5, 3, 9, 3. Maybe the lists are only off by a small amount. To find out, pair up the numbers and measure how far apart they are. Pair up the smallest number in the left list with the smallest number in the right list. Then the second smallest left number with the second smallest right number, and so on. Within each pair, figure out how far apart the 2 numbers are. You'll need to add up all of those distances. For example, if you pair up a 3 from the left list with a 7 from the right list, the distance apart is 4. If you pair up 9 with 3, the distance is 6. 9 with 3, distance is 6. In the example list above, the pairs and distances would be as follows. The smallest number is in the left list. In the example list above, the pairs and distances would be as follows. The smallest number in the left list is 1. Yeah. And the smallest number in the right list is 3. The distance between them is 2. 1, 3. The third smallest number in both lists is 3. So the distance between them is 0. All right, I see. Okay. The next numbers to pair up are 3 and 4, a distance of 1. the fifth smallest numbers in each list are 3 and 5, a distance of 2. Finally, the largest number in the left list is 4, while the largest number in the right list is 9. These are a distance of 5 apart. Yeah. Find the total distances between the left list and the right list. Add up the distances between all the pairs you found in the example above. This is 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 5. Total distance of 11. Your actual left and right lists contain many location IDs. What is the total distance between your lists? So get your puzzle input. Oh, blimey. No guessing that one. Jeez. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to make a new file. So this is our inputs.js. I'm going to make... So I'll break down the problem a little bit. So what we need to do really is quite simple in this one. So we just need to take the list on the left and take the whole list and then just sort it by ascending. Same with the right list, and then we basically just loop over one of the lists and then access the index of the other by the same thing in the loop. Take a count, create a new array. So let me write this down. So we're going to create 2 lists, call these left and right list. Then we're going to sort each list by sending, then loop over one list and compare the index against the other. Oops. The other. Measure the, it's not distance, it's just the difference distance. And keep track of that in a separate array called distances, like distances or something like that. Then tally up and log out the yeah. So cool. The first part's an interesting one because I don't want to have to go through and manually edit this, but I wonder if there's sort of like a fancy way of doing it. So like if we put const, what do they call it again? So like this is our, oops, keep swapping. So this is our puzzle input, and then we'll just put it into template literate. That just paste it in, and then I want to make 2 lists. So I want to be const. Now I'm going to try to figure out how to do this, but basically rather than like do this like manually, cut one column and pop it in, cut one column, pop it in, I want to do it a little bit more fancy. I want to like basically create 2 lists by like splitting it. So take this string and like split it by like the white space, and then get like each one. So I guess I would probably have to turn it into array some kind. So puzzle input array equals and then we do puzzle input dot split. I'm going to split it by we're just trying to split it by a white space and just see what comes out, I guess. Like so like console log puzzle input array And then for that thing, we're just gonna change this for a sec. Select inputs. Okay, it didn't quite work. So this is the thing, I don't want to have to like do all that. So like, I guess we want to trim everything first. I can't remember if trim gets rid of everything from start to finish, or it just trims off the ends. So split by 1, 2, 3, 4, and is it 1, 2, 3? Oh, it's only 3, right? And then split by like that. Hold on. JavaScript split. Can I split by multiple things? Split regex. This is day 1. Do. Not quite what I had in mind. I got a feeling there's going to be some real smart people out there where they've done this in a much simpler way, like maybe use a map or something like that. But pull this window over a little bit so you can see. Yeah, so we've got like an array of arrays. So I guess what we could do now is loop through the arrays and split them out, like using a loop through again and use a like a reduce. Let me think about this. Nested array. I'll just get the syntax for reduce. JS reduce. accumulator, current value, and the initial value. It's a bit noddy, but so what we could do is accumulator. So updated left equals accumulator on the first entity. We even need a return statement from this, do we? Base is right is accumulation 1. Well, I don't think we're going to get into day 10 tonight. I'll tell you that. So what I want to be able to do is have this and then push the current one onto that. So updated left wants to be that. So as we could join them like spread it in. Left list and right list. Okay. I have to do this in TypeScript, but if I do MJS, will that work? So we did that, and we did that. So now we're going to import. So import left list from and right list. Okay. Make sure that works. Whoops. Left list. Whoops. Okay, so that's working. Cool. So then we want to sort each list ascending. So yeah, we want to sort each list by ascending. So what we'll do is const left list sorted equals left. Oops, not that. Left list dot going to complain if I want to use like ESM. It's like, where's map and stuff? Oh. List is not a string. What the heck? String. Definitely not a string. Let's have to ignore that for now. I might have to find something better to work off. A JS sort. What am I thinking? ES6 or why is this going completely out of my head? Like, so the map filters, not that. So what am I thinking about? It's, includes find filter map reduce sort. Not really the functional way, but I don't want to spend forever and ever on this, so right list, so left list dot sort, and then right list dot sort. And roughly speaking, yep, that is in line. So we did that. Then loop over the list, compare the index to each other. Okay, so we're gonna have like a new array of this. So we're gonna need const we're gonna need distances equals an array. Then we're gonna need console.log equals total distance. So we're going to take the accumulation distance. It's going to be start with 0, and then we're going to be accumulation plus distance like that. Okay, so the distances, we're going to have that constant. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do left list dot map. No, not that. Dot map, and then we're going to be got two things. We're going to have the index. Can't remember which way around it is actually. Index and value. Then we're going to cancel index value. Turn value. So that's the right way around. So index is that way. Index value. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to work out the distance between equals and it's going to be according to the puzzle, what was it? Smallest number there, so so we're going to take right list and then the index of that, take the value. That's going to be distance between. Don't think this is quite right. Log distance between L minus. No, they're not actually. I mean, so oh, that wasn't the right answer, so I hope that puzzle input's not different. Nope, it's the same. Cool. Right, so something's not quite right here, so it's just because it needs to be a positive. So we're going to do times by 1. So it's like easy way to turn it to a positive, turn negative number to positive. You just math.abs. Try that. Bingo. Woohoo! Well, we're on the road. We did it. Oh yeah. Sorry, I just seen chat now. So Riziek Oz. I guess you need a positive value, so just abs. I don't know how it is in JS. Thanks for the tip. I mean, I saw it after I did it, but like, yeah, thank you so much for the tip. I don't mind taking tips from here and there and stuff. It's not about like just going it alone. It's about having fun and doing so and stuff. And it's no fun if you get completely stuck. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that was one, and that was the first part. Yeah. So this is probably not the nicest way to do things. There's probably a lot of cleanup we could do here, optimization, stuff like this. I like to try and keep things as functional as possible, but like can't always do that. So it's difficult to figure out sometimes, and you end up creating a lot of variables and stuff. This is something I just need to get better at. So cool. Let's go to part 2 of day 1. It's all we're on so far. So your analysis only confirmed what everyone feared. The 2 lists of location IDs are indeed very different. The first half of this puzzle is complete. Okay. Your analysis confirmed that what everyone feared. The 2 lists of location IDs are indeed very different, or are they? The historians can't agree on which group made the mistake or how to read most of the chief's handwriting, but in the commotion you notice an interesting detail. A lot of location IDs appear in both lists. Maybe the other numbers aren't location IDs at all, but rather misinterpreted handwriting. This time you'll need to figure out exactly how often each number from the left list appears in the right list. Calculate a total similarity score by adding up each number in the left list after... Read that again. Calculate a total similarity score by adding up each number in the left list after multiplying it by the number of times that number appears in the right list. Calculate the total similarity score by adding up each number in the left list. Adding up each number in the left list after multiplying it by the number of times that number appears in the right list. Here are the same example lists again, so left and right list. What does it say? For these example lists, here is the process of finding the similarity score. First, a number in the left list is 3. It appears in the right list 3 times, so the similarity score increases by 3 times 3 is 9. It's 3 times, yeah, okay. The second number in the left list is 4. It appears in the right list once. So the similarity score increases by 4 times 1. Right, the third number is in the left list is 2. It does not appear times by 0, okay. Fourth number is 1, yeah, so on. So for these example lists, the similarity score at the end of this process is 31. Once again, consider your left and right lists. What is their similarity score? Although it hasn't changed, you still get your puzzle input. Okay, so we still got that. Okay. So this was part 1. Whoops. Part 1. Let's so then we're going to have console log part 2 answer. That's going to be similarity score. Similarity score equals. So we'll just put that for now. Okay. So we've still got the left and right list, and we've got the looping mechanism and stuff. So and total distance. So I guess we can sort of do a similar thing what we did here for the similarity score. So do, 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 do. So these are going to be similarities. And we're going to have the left list. We're going to loop over the left list and find how many times it's in the right list. So that's going to change. So change that so the similarities. But then what we're going to do is similarity score, and that's going to be we're going to loop over the similarities, and it's just going to be this. So it's just going to be accumulator plus score. Okay, so this is the part that's different. So what's the best way to find something in? So we loop over it, and then we're going to find left number was found. Left number count. So we're going to do that. Left number count. I'm going to change that to left number. So what can we do? Can we just do right list dot find? What's the best thing in JavaScript? Find occurrence in array. There's nothing built in, right? Okay. There's no natural thing of it. I think. Let's think again. So 3 times 3 is 9. So we're gonna have to loop over each. We're gonna have to loop over the left list, and then we're gonna have to loop over the right list to do that. Hmm. Okay. Right. So we're gonna have accumulator and the just a number. if the left number is equal to right number, whoops, not right list, right number, then plus plus, otherwise no. And 16. See if this is right. Not the right answer. Dang it. So as we're looping through, so we loop through the left list, and then we're going to count the number of times the left number appears in the right list. So we loop through the right list, and we take accumulator, which starts at 0, and the right number. Wait, hold on, what did they say? Alright, okay, total. Yeah, okay, so we don't care what number it was and stuff, it's just like, what's the total of it? Okie dokes. So as we loop through it, if the left number is equal to the right number, then we add 1 to the accumulator, otherwise we just return the accumulator. And then we get the left number count. Oh, whoops. So, hold on. This looks more like it. What I forgot to do was I forgot to multiply the number that it's currently looking at by the amount of times it appears in the other list. So that number is much higher. Let me submit that. Yay! Awesome. I will share this victory. Woo! I don't want to share just that, it's a little bit cringe. Yeah. Huzzah! So that took way longer than expected for one day. But first time doing it. I'm rusty on this sort of stuff. I am front end by nature, so this is like just not in my ballpark and stuff. And the whole point of this year is to skill up, get stronger, get better. So that's what we'll be doing. Cracking. So get this. Oops. So, day 1 complete. Woo! Check that's pushed. Boom, it is. Nice. Huzzah. We have done day 1. Holy smokes. Okay. Right, how long we got left? I would stay on a lot longer. You know, we've got an hour. Got an hour on the timer, so let's even get day 2 done. Day 2. Okie dokies. Might so. Oops. MJS. Daisy lazy. Okay. Okay. Day 2. Happy with that. Let's see if we can get through at least one more. That was really painful getting through that. How long have we been live now? Can't see time length of how long we've been on. I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, I got a timer here. 1 hour and 16 minutes. Okay. If I had some clearer nights on this, I could probably get a lot more of these days done. But we will complete this. We will complete it. Let's do day 2. Let's see if we can get through day 2. Okay. So, fortunately, the first location the historians want to search isn't a long walk from the chief historian's office. While the red-nosed reindeer nuclear fusion fission plant appears to contain no sign of the chief historian, the engineers there run up to you as soon as they see you. Apparently, they still talk about the time Rudolph was saved through molecular synthesis from a single electron. They're quick to add that since you're already here, they'd really appreciate your help analysing some unusual data from the red-nosed reactor. You turn to check if the historians are waiting for you, but they seem to have already divided into groups that are currently searching every corner of the facility. You offer to help with the unusual data. The unusual data your puzzle input consists of many reports. 1 report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called levels. 1 report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called levels that are separated by spaces, for example. This example data contains 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. Yeah. The engineers are trying to figure out... One sec, I'm going to get a quick drink. Much better. Drink has been had. Here we go. Right, okay. So the engineers are trying to figure out which reports are safe. The red nose reactor safety systems can only tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing. So a report only counts as safe if both of the following are true. The levels are either all increasing or all decreasing. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least one and at most three. In the example above, the reports can be found safe or unsafe by checking those rules. Safe because the levels are all decreasing by 1 or 2. Unsafe because 2 and 7 is an increase of 5. Unsafe because 6, 2 is a decrease of 4. Unsafe because 1, 3 is increasing, but 3, 2 is decreasing. All levels are either increasing or decreasing. Any two adjacent levels differ by... Any two adjacent levels differ by at least 1 at the most 3. So because 1, 3 is increasing, but 3, 2 is decreasing. Unsafe because 4, 4 is neither an increase or a decrease. Safe because the levels are all increasing by 1, 2, or 3. So they have to be, the levels are either all increasing or decreasing. Engineers try to figure out which reports are safe. The red nose reactor safety systems can tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing. So a report only counts as safe if both of the following are true. Both of the following are true. The levels are either all increasing or all decreasing. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least 1. By at least 1 and at most 3. Okay. So in this example, 2 reports are safe. Analyze the unusual data from the engineers. How many reports are safe? Get your puzzle input. Yoink! That is a massive thing of data. Okie dokie, so that's the first bit of the puzzle. So, inputs. We've got inputs. This is going to be our, what do we call it in the last one? Called it puzzle input. So we shall do the same. Puzzle inputs equals and then what does it say about so what the reports can be found for safe or unsafe? Okay, so one line is a report and the levels are the things in between. Okay, so we can do that. We can basically turn into so we can create reports. Export reports, which is going to be a puzzle input dot trim, and then we're going to import as it reports from that. Console log. I need to get used to this keyboard again. Reports. Okay. And then split by new line like that. And dot map, and then we're going to have levels. Then we're going to do it's going to be levels dot split by white space. Bingo. Okay, so we've got reports. So each reports with levels. So each it's an array of arrays. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was confused then. Yeah, array of arrays is fine. Bingo. Okay, so then we've got this. This is in the format that we need, so I don't think we need that now. Okay, so what we want to do is we've got two rules. So let me see this out. So we're going to need to so we're going to need to establish two evaluation functions, which is the first rule. So levels either all decreasing, all increasing or decreasing, are all levels in. Well, it's just like we can call it like safety rule 1. Are all levels increasing or decreasing? Safety rule 2 are all adjacent numbers a difference of at least 1 but max of 3. So then we want to loop through the reports and evaluate if it is safe or not. Then return the total number of safe reports. Yes, reports safe. Okay, so we're gonna have to have like two functions. So const and then safety rule 1 equals. Whoops, geez, that was a bit weird. What we're going to do for this one, so the levels are either all increasing or decreasing. So this is going to simply take. I probably should have done this in TypeScript actually. So this is going to take an array. So we're going to take a report. It's be array. I don't think I can do this. No, can't do that. Okay, so it's going to be report. It's going to be an array. I don't know how to do JS doc off the top of my head, so I could just leave that. So it's going to be array. Report is going to be an array of numbers. So safety rule 1 is going to are they all levels either all increasing or all decreasing? Okay. But we're going to call it passes passes safety rule 1. Pass is passes past safety rule 1. I call it past safety rule 1. So what we're going to do is, so we need the report. So we need to figure out how best to figure out if they're all increasing or decreasing. You can see that fine, can't you? Yeah. You see that one fine? Yeah, you can see that one fine. So, what's the most efficient? Well, let's get it working, then we'll figure out how to be efficient. One thing that kind of instantly popped in my head, but didn't seem very efficient because we're making duplication of arrays and stuff, is you could take the array, sort it by ascending and sort it by descending, and if either of them matched, so you compare the arrays like value for value, and if either of them match, then it passes safety rule 1, because it's like if it matches on all sorted ascending, if it matches on all sorted descending, then it's at least doing one of the two. If it doesn't match, then it's not. Whereas like another way is like if we start looping through the report, on the first loop, we're able to determine whether it's ascending or descending. And then as soon as it breaks that pattern, you can return. So if we had something like, I don't like using anything that's like let and stuff, but const. So is ascending equals, like we assume like maybe like true to start with. So then we do report dot map So what we're going to do is report start map. I'm going to give it, whoops, report, then pass safety rule 1, report. A is less than B. The other way around. Greater than or equal to. Hold on. JavaScript E ascending sort. Oh. You know, you could just do reverse. That's nice. Reverse. What's the best way to compare to arrays? So compare to arrays. It's because they're objects, so like they're different references, isn't it? But like I forgot the. You do the stringify way, yeah. Same output. Compare arrays, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a. Cool, that works. So safety rule 1 works. We could write tests to sort of like check if it works and stuff, but it works. It works. About 30 minutes left so you can get day 2 part 1 done. Okay, so that's safety rule 1. Safety rule 2, all adjacent numbers a difference of at least 1 but max of 3. Okay, so const past safety rule 2 equals, I'm going to take the same again, we're going to take one report. So I'm going to take one report and we're going to so what's the rule? The rule is the adjacent levels differ by either at least 1 at the most 3. Okay. We're going to do, we can shorten this a little bit actually, I can sort of see in my mind, so we do reduce, and then we're going to take, so it's going to be false by default, I guess. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the accumulate, reduce or filter. It's going to go through everything, but we just want to break when it's the first one, really. Maybe that's not the best way to do it then. So return turn true by default. Whoops, nope. And then as we loop through it, so report dot report for each and then a level. Need to remember the last level, so just thinking about it. I don't like this sort of non-functional way, but yeah, we could have made this more efficient actually if the whole safety check thing was done in like one rule. We didn't have to loop through. I mean, we're not doing any looping here, I guess, but like, you know, we didn't have to loop through the other one stuff. But again, not the most, looking for the most optimal, just looking for it to work first. Hold on. Because basically what we want to do is we just want to short circuit this, so we want to return false if for whatever reason this loop breaks the rule and stuff, then we just want it to return false. So a level diff. So we're going to have level diff is going to be, well, first of all, we're going to do like a check to see like if there is no last level, then return level diff is going to be so we're going to do level minus last level. So if the level diff is so level diff must be at least greater than or equal to 1, and level diff has got to be at most 3, so less than or equal to 3. If that is the case, then return it's less than 1. So I gotta check if this like return thing works and stuff properly, because like rule 2 error false, rule 1 rule 2. Don't think that's quite working how we want, but anyway, we'll come back to that. And then what we're going to do is it's going to be the add up. So establish 2 functions, loop through reports, evaluate if safe or not, return the total number of safe reports. So console log answer question for part 1. And what was it again? So number of safe reports. So number of safe reports equals so we're going to reduce this. We're going to have the accumulator and the report, and we're going to say if this and pastoral safety 2, then if you pass them both, then accumulator plus 1, otherwise just the accumulator. Oops. It's always true, so that's probably because level equals level. That was the thing goes missing. E2 chasing levels completely differently by one by almost 3. So level plus level. I don't know if this is right, but not the right answer. I don't think so. I think there's something wrong with this second comparison because it's always saying it's true, which can't be right. Although I never said that, there's not a... Allows the increase if both are true. Look at the inputs. Yeah, I don't actually see any examples of where that's the case, so just gotta accept that it's true. Reports length. Okay. So they both have to be true. So report only counts as safe if both are true. The levels are either all increasing or decreasing. I've got a feeling I'm going to run out of time for this one. 12 minutes. So we check that. So all the levels are increasing or decreasing. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least one, at the most three. Safe because all levels are decreasing by one or two. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least one, and at the most three. Not sure why I'm whistling a pond, but I don't see any patterns where like it goes forwards and backwards. It said the number of passing was 508 and it didn't like that. Dang it. Well, don't let me think. We're doing that. I'm pretty confident in this part. So we log out the report and then whether it's passed 1 and it's passed safe 2. So these are all true, 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 true. The first false one is this one. And it's 17, 14, 13, 10, 7, 6, 3, and 2. That's actually fine, isn't it? We change this so const is all is all descending. I feel I'm going around out of time on this one. But we can commit the progress that we have so far. Is all descending, so long as those match. So if it's all descending or all descending, then it passes. If not, it's false. 14, 13, 10, 8, 7, 6. It is all. It's not all ascending, but it is all descending. Oh no, JavaScript sort numerical. Let's see, do we get this right at the very end? Ah, crap, not quite right. An example of two false statements side by side. There's the timer. Five, just try again. 655. Nope. Okay. That ain't it. Right. There's something wrong with one of the statements, and like I think this one is fixed now. So I don't think that's the one that's the problem. I think it's this one. So It's just figuring out where it's going wrong. Anyway, we'll figure this out next time, so we'll have to step through it bit by bit. So started day 2. So not the great success I was looking for, but never mind. Can't get that every time. Okay, cool. So we'll come back to it. We'll come back here next week. We'll try and dig our heels in and get through this. I think I've just messed up some like easy. I think I've just messed up some like easy thing here, like you know, and in this, the way that I'm doing it stuff is probably not the most optimal way and stuff. We could probably do like one if I just wanted it to pass both rules like individually, so you can check them at safety rule 1, safety rule 2. If they both pass, then so on. But there might be a nicer way of doing it. But this is the way I'm doing it, so we'll carry on with it for now. So I suppose that's it for now. Yeah, thanks for coming down. If you come back from the future, I hope you feel better about yourself than I do after attempting that. That was really pathetic. So we'll come back and try and do some more. Yeah, if you came in live, appreciate being here. Probably didn't learn anything because my coding sucks in this sort of thing. So terrible. Anyway, we move. So be back on again next week with part 2, and we'll really try and get through these and like really make some headway. Going to play a lot of catch up to do. We're going to be doing this for a few weeks, even after Advent Code is finished. But that's fine. That's all fine. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.